with his hands fettered to the ground to prevent his tearing himself to pieces. I knew they told the truth. I knew it well. I'd found it out years before, though they had tried to keep it from me. Ha ha! I was too cunning for them, madman as they thought me. At last it came upon me, and I wondered how I could ever have feared it. I could go into the world now and laugh and shout with the best among them. I knew I was mad, but they did not even suspect it. How I used to hug myself with delight when I thought of the fine trick I was playing them, after their old pointing and leering, when I was not mad, but only dreading that I might one day become so. And how I used to laugh for joy when I was alone, to think how well I kept my secret, and how quickly my kind friends would have fallen from me if they had known the truth. I could have screamed with ecstasy when I dined alone with some fine roaring fellow, to think how pale he would have turned, and how fast he would have run, if he had known that the dear friend who sat close to him, sharpening a bright glittering life, was a madman with all the power and half the will to plunge it into his heart. Oh, it was a merry life. Riches became mine. Wealth poured in upon me, and I rioted in pleasures, enhanced 1,000-fold to me by the consciousness of my well-kept secret. I inherited an estate. The law, the eagle-eyed law itself, had been deceived, and had handed over disputed thousands to a madman's hands. Where was the wit of the sharp-sighted men of sound mind? Where the dexterity of the lawyers, eager to discover a flaw? The madman's cunning had overreached them all. I had money. How I was courted! I spent it profusely. How I was praised! How those 3 proud, overbearing brothers humbled themselves before me! The old white-headed father, too. Such deference, such respect, such devoted friendship. He worshipped me. The old man had a daughter, and the young men a sister, and all the 5 were poor. I was rich, and when I married the girl, I saw a smile of triumph play upon the faces of her needy relatives as they thought of their well-planned scheme and their fine prize. It was for me to smile, to laugh outright, and tear my hair, and roll upon the ground with shrieks of merriment. They little thought they had married her to a madman. Stay, if they had known it, would they have saved her? A sister's happiness against her husband's gold. The lightest feather I blow into the air against the gay chain that ornaments my body. In one thing I was deceived with all my cunning. If I had not been mad, for though we madmen are sharp-witted enough, we get bewildered sometimes, I should have known that the girl would rather have been placed, stiff and cold, in a dull leaden coffin than borne an envied bride to my rich glittering house. I should have known that her heart was with the dark-eyed boy, whose name I once heard her breathe in her troubled sleep, and that she had been sacrificed to me to relieve the poverty of the old white-headed man and her haughty brothers. I don't remember forms or faces now, but I know the girl was beautiful. I know she was, for in the bright moonlight nights, when I start up from my sleep and all is quiet about me, I see, standing still and motionless in one corner of this cell, a slight and wasted figure with long black hair, which, streaming down her back, stirs with no earthly wind, and eyes that fix their gaze on me, and never wink or close. Hush! The blood chills at my heart as I write it down. That form is hers. The face is very pale, and the eyes are glassy bright, but I know them well. That figure never moves. It never frowns and mouths, as others do that fill this place.